Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am back. I hope. So today I did this look for you guys. I actually talked through the video, surprise. And I used for the first time the ABH and NORVINA Vol.3 palette. So I tried that out today, and I also tried out the Makeup by Mario x SEPHORA makeup collection or brush set, the face one. I didn't really need any more eye brushes, so I didn't get that one, but I did try out the complexion one. So if you want to see what I think of those two things and how I achieved this whole look, you make sure you keep watching. Subscribe, like, all that stuff, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, let's get started. So first I'm just gonna start off with my face, prepping my face. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Hello Hydration face cream and just put that all over my face. So now that the face is all moisturized, I'm going to go in with my eye cream, and I like to use the Neutrogena one. Just put that all over my eyes and my eyelid. I always do this. And to finish off the prepping of the face, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer and just put that all over my face. I'm going to go in with my NYX eyebrow gel pomade type of thing, in the color brunette, and I'm just going to use that to do my eyebrows. I'm going to go in with my Infallible for Wear by L'Oreal and my Makeup by Mario x SEPHORA concealer brush. Just taking this and to clean up my eyebrows and bringing it down to the lid as well, just so it could act as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm also really liking this brush, because I feel like some concealer brushes can be a little too small. Like, they're precise and they're fine, but it takes a little longer just because they're small. So I love the size of this. Makes it a little faster and a little bit easier, and it's still precise. So then I'm going to take another one of the brushes from the Mario collection. It's actually the foundation brush. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to use that to blend out my concealer before it dries down completely. So eyes are ready for eyeshadow, and today I'm going to be using the ABH NORVINA Vol.3 palette. This is what it looks like, and I'm actually going to be trying it out for the first time today. So the first shade I'm going to use is going to be the shade C2, which is this shade, this red color right here. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner and on my crease. Mainly just packing it on and then worrying about blending a little bit later. This formula is definitely a little bit different than the other Anastasia palettes that I have. I have Modern Renaissance and all that whole collection of palettes that look similar. These are a little bit more velvety as opposed to powdery like the other ones are. I don't know, I really like this formula. So as you can see, I didn't go all the way into my inner crease. I want to keep it kind of more on the outer corner or the outer crease. I always mess up the shape on this other eye. So I'm going to take another Morphe M433. These are my favorite eye brushes, so I have a bunch of them. And I'm going to take the color E3, which is this peach color right here. And I'm going to use that to blend out this color. Very lightly going over the edges. So that's how we're looking so far. So I just want to add a little bit of depth to the outer corner. And I'm going to take the color C4, which is this maroon kind of color. And I'm just going to use that with that same brush on my outer corner. It's going on a little bit patchy. I'm not sure if it's because of the shades under it. So I'm just packing it on, and then I'm going to go back in with that red color brush to blend that out. Or just blend the edges of it out. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of the Jeffree Star concealer. Just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And this Real Techniques concealer brush, I think. Yeah, it's like a fluffier concealer brush. And I'm going to use that to messily just clean up my inner corner and where I want to put the lighter color. So I'm just going to do that. I don't want like a cut crease look or anything, so I don't want it to be too perfect. Which is why I'm using a fluffier brush instead of a more flat brush. So after that concealer is on, I'm going to go in with the shade A1, which is like a green yellow kind of color. And I'm going to take this fluffier lip brush, and I'm going to pat that right over the concealer that I just put down. Colors like this tend to be a little patchier, so I'm just going to take my time patting it on and making sure it's all covered and all even, or as even as possible. I'm going to use the deeper color just to start blending in the edges, and just adding more of that green as I need to. So to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to take my Anastasia liquid liner and just line my lips, no wing or anything, and then just add some lashes. So now the lashes are on, and this is what the eyes are looking like so far. We just have the lower lash line to do, so we'll just do that after. But I am liking how the eyes are looking. So we're going to move on to the complexion. And for foundation today, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty foundation. This one in the shade Butter Pecan. I'm just going to take that with my beauty blender. Just bounce it all over my face. I used to always stay away from matte foundations just because I do have dry skin. But lately, I have been liking them a lot, and I feel like as long as I prep my skin with like hydrating products, then it'll be fine. And I do really like how the finish looks on my skin for certain things and certain looks. So now I'm gonna go in and cream contour my face, and I always use my Juvia's Place Stick Foundation in the shade Guinea. And I'm just gonna put that on my cheekbones and a little bit on my temples. I don't do too much with this. And I don't really go that high up on my forehead just because I already have a very small forehead and I don't want to make it look even smaller. But then I'm going to go ahead and take the foundation brush from the Mario x SEPHORA palette to blend that out. I don't usually use this brush for this since I just bought the brush set, but I love it. I really like it for this. I don't think I would use it for foundation, even though it is a foundation brush, just because it's kind of little and I'm already used to using my beauty blender. I'm not the biggest fan of putting foundation on with brush, but I do really like it for this. And I'm actually going to take this same brush and just put a little bit of my NARS liquid blush on. I've been liking kind of putting down like a base for my powder blush. I love blush, so can't get enough of it. And I do like how luminous it is. It's the shade Orgasm. So I'm just gonna pat that on my cheeks and blend it back, and then put a little bit on the tip of my nose. So after that's done, I'm going to go in with some concealer. And I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible again for my under eyes. This shade is a little bit too light for me, so what I like to do is take a little bit of that foundation that I have left over on the back of my hand and just put it over the concealer, or mix it with the concealer. I'm going to take some from under the eyes since I put a little bit too much, and just highlight the rest of my face. And go back in with my beauty blender. Don't know where it is. Here it is. And blend that out. I always like to let the under eyes sit for a little bit so I blend out the rest of the face. And if I still feel like it's too light, I'll just go in and dip my beauty blender back into that foundation to just help it blend out nicely. So now that our under eyes are covered and brightened up, I'm gonna set quickly with my Laura Mercier in the same beauty blender. And I like to bake, but I do like to press the product into my under eyes just because I do crease, and that helps prevent it. The collection does bring a powder brush. This is what it looks like, and it also brings a contour brush. So I'm gonna actually use the powder brush to contour because I don't set my whole face. All I set is my under eyes especially when I wear matte foundations, because like I said, I do have dry skin. And this contour brush is a little bit smaller than what I would use. I do definitely still want to try it out eventually, but for now I'm going to use the powder brush to bronze. And to do that, I'm going to use my MAC Give Me Sun. I would definitely use this again to bronze. I really like the size of it and how it feels on the skin. These are all very high quality brushes. They're a little bit on the more expensive side, but I do think that they are worth it if you have the money to spend, or are a collector or makeup artist. These are definitely a good add to your kit. So then for blush, they do have a cheek brush, which I really like the shape of. And I'm going to use my Milani Coral Cove blush. This is what it looks like. Put that on my cheeks and my nose. I cannot believe it's 2020. This is random, but it's 2020. It's really 2020. A goal that I definitely have for this year is to be consistent, not only on here on YouTube but on all my social media, because I know it's something that can help me grow my business and my brand. Another thing I want to do is finally release my lash collection. It's been a struggle to do that. And that's all on me because I've been slacking. So hopefully I get to do that this month. I am going to Puerto Rico, so I'll be away for like a week and a half. That'll be fun. I'm super excited, but that'll kind of push me back on my plans. But that is definitely something that I want to do this year, or the lashes this month, the consistency this year. But yeah, I always like to know other people's goals for the year, so if you guys want to let me know what y'all goals are, what you want to accomplish this next year. It's always exciting to start a new year because I feel like you get to start, and you know, I know they shouldn't wait for a new year to change or do something, but it is always exciting to kind of start on like a clean slate and new goals, better goals, kind of convincing yourself that you're gonna do something just because it's a new year, which sometimes does help. Hopefully it will help me. Hopefully I'll get my things done. Anyways, time to highlight. So I'm gonna go in with my Master Chrome by Maybelline in the shade 100. This is probably one of the best highlights I've used, both high-end and drugstore. And the last brush in the kit is actually a highlighting brush, and it's a weird shape, different shape than I usually use. I usually use something like this, so it's fairly different, but let's give it a try. I'm just going to use that on my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid bow, on top of my eyebrows and my chin. So the skin is pretty much done, so we're just going to go back to the eyes. And I'm going to use that C4 color that I used to deepen the outer corner, and just use that for my under eyes. I'm going to go in with the green mixed with a little bit of the yellow over here. And I'm going to use that to blend out the edges of that dark color and add a bit of a pop of the green down there as well. So to finish off the eyes, actually when I got my Anastasia lip palette, and I'm going to use one of these colors to actually do my waterline. I'm going to start with that same lip mixture, not lip mixture, with the same eyeliner mixture that I put on my waterline on my lips, and see how I like it. And then we'll go from there. I feel like I always end up with a nude lip, so I'll probably end up with a nude lip. But we'll try this first. So this is pretty much the finished look. I am going to add one more thing. That's just me being extra. I like to make the bumps beauty marks, and I'll just use my Stila eyeliner for that. That's just me being extra. I think it looks cool. And it covered my little bumps, so I'm just going to do that really quick. So this is the finished look. Hope you guys like it. I really like that palette, the Volume 3 by ABH and Norvina. And I like how versatile it is. I feel like this is one look and then I could do a whole different look and nobody will know. Or nobody can say, oh, that's from that palette, because all the colors look the same or something. So I like how I have a lot of options. At the brushes, the only one I didn't use was the contour one, but the rest of them I loved and I'll definitely keep using them. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, like I said, so they're not necessary. More for brushes and Real Techniques and stuff like that. They have brushes that are a lot more cheap or a lot more affordable, and they're still really good and I act a very similar way. These are just more luxurious and softer. Good to have in a makeup artist kit, which makes sense since he's a makeup artist himself. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys like the look. If you do, if you like me talking through the videos, make sure you like this and give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, do all that stuff. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, Happy New Year to you all. Hope you all had great holidays. And yeah, thank you for watching.